Hey guys, you're back with Lisa Marie Johnson with what I think will be the last part of my presentation. My presentation is called, this is be my third part, so you would want to go back to first and second. You know what I mean. So this presentation is called Link Between Depression, Anxiety, Motivation, and Exercise. We're on slide 16. Okay, divide and conquer. The value of many efforts. So take a small step towards changing your environment, giving you a more neutral pull towards exercise. Focus only on the next step. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So basically, number one, change your environment that's more exercise friendly. Say you have a treadmill, but it has clothes all over it. Put your clothes up and be able to have access to that machine. Okay, that's what it means. Focus only on the next step, one step at a time. That will make it more likely that you will exercise. I'm not gonna get you or me, anybody who suffers with depression and anxiety. Our motivation is already down. Okay, we gotta motivate ourselves to even take a shower sometimes. It's crazy, but do one step at a time. Okay. So scenario, for instance, you want to go for a run after work. So that's your goal. You want to go for a run after work. So step one, moving from the couch. So stand up, go into the other room, and change your clothes. Step two, so you haven't been outside all day. Wouldn't it be nice to be outside? So in other words, step two, go outside. Once outside, there is no need to break into a run. Just focus on going for a walk. Okay? Once you are walking, the decision to go running and the motivation to make it happen is easier. So it's saying, first get up off the couch, okay? Or the chair, or wherever you're sitting or laying down. Get up. Please, get up. Anyway, then you go into the other room and change your clothes. This is very important. I probably will talk on it a little later. But you have to be in exercise clothes. Your mind connects that. You can't be in your pajamas and expect your motivation to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go work out. No, that's not how you go to the gym, right? You don't go to the gym in your PJs. You have the mindset that I'm gonna go work out. That's what you need to develop in your home, that mindset. So it's saying, get up, go in the other room and change your clothes. Then go outside, because your goal is to run, right? And apparently you don't have a treadmill. I'd rather you run outside anyway. Get some fresh air. Fresh air is very good for people with anxiety and depression. Can't stress that enough. So once you're outside, your goal was to go running, right? It says not to do that right away. Don't do that right away. Just focus on going for a walk. And then it'll be easier to transition. Once you're walking and you're like, okay, and then you can go running. Okay? By using small actions to change your environment, you are chaining together small efforts into a great gain. I'll say that again. You are chaining, putting together small efforts, so many steps, into a large gain, as in you accomplished your goal, you went for a run. Okay. A more positive finish leads to a more positive memory of exercise. Motivational management. If you complete your exercise on a positive note, you will remember the experience more positively in the future. And this in turn will help motivate you to exercise again. So in other words, end on a positive note. Maybe do whatever exercise is your favorite at the end. I don't know. But if you end on a positive note, in your brain it says, that wasn't too bad. So you are more likely to do it again. So the toughest motivational challenge is often at the beginning of exercise. Once you get into the swing of things, exercise gets easier. That's what we were talking about, habit. We need to form a habit. Don't end your exercise session when you feel overwhelmed with fatigue. Instead, take a break and decrease your pace so that you can finish your workout with a positive outlook. Okay, so you don't want to, say for me, I don't jog, I don't run, I don't do any of that. I walk, I'm a walker. So if I went for a run, I would not have a positive outcome because I would be exhausted and my body would be like, what the hell did you just do to me? My joints would hurt. So that would be not a positive thing. I wouldn't want to do that again. So if things are getting overwhelming, just take a break, take a breather, go back to it. You have to go back to it. You can't just take a break. Take like a 2-minute break. I don't know. And then go back and finish, like I said, your favorite exercise or something that's low intensity, lower than you were. Make your heart rate go down. Okay, using habit. Good habits, like bad habits, are automatic. Okay? Good habits and bad habits, they're both automatic. We slip into them without thinking, without planning, and requires no effort muscle. That's that muscle I was talking about in my second presentation. It's a muscle you have to work to step out of your comfort zone. So, slipping into habits, okay? You slip into habits without thinking, without planning, and it doesn't require your effort muscle. It's just involuntary. Like my vape, it always has to be around. It's in my hand or it's on the charger. Oh, not a good thing. Trying to break the habit, but it's a bad habit, right? I need to get a good habit of exercising. This is the whole point of this paper or presentation. Okay, so how do you get your exercise to be more habitable? Basically, how do you make exercise a habit? I'm like, okay, you're telling me this, but how do I do it? Well, regular practice helped along by lots of reminders. So, examples. Time of day. Establish a time when you will begin to feel like exercising. So you need a time, okay? Like you made an appointment. Workout clothes. This is what I was talking about. Something that gives you pleasure, and never wear them when you are not exercising. You want the clothes to signal action. So when I put these clothes on, this means I'm gonna work out. That's what it's saying. Like I said, you can't be in your pajamas because those clothes don't resemble working out. They resemble sleep. And our brain knows that. Okay. Exercise supporting habits. If you use a calendar, write exercise in as an appointment. Like I said, as an appointment, exercise. I don't know. They say do exercises in the morning is the best for weight loss. And Kovu, don't go in there. You need to go potty. Okay, we gotta take a break. Okay, we're back. So we ended with exercise supporting habits. We talked about a calendar, writing exercise as a appointment. Have someone take an after exercise photo of you and place it where you can see it. Keep a worksheet monitoring mood. Worksheet that monitors your mood. This will show you how exercise has improved your mood. Keep reminders of your exercise sessions. Keep other reminders of your exercise sessions where you will see them. So for instance, for me, I want to keep my yoga ball where I can see it, or my yoga mat, or my dumbbells. Same for you. If you have a treadmill, something that you relate to exercise. Their examples was your gym bag, your exercise shoes, or an exercise log. Wear exercise clothing that make you feel good. I know all of us want to be skinnier, but we should not buy our clothes a size lower. Okay, you want to be comfortable. Okay, using your team. Having a social support, so having people you feel you can count on and talk to. It is a linked with positive achievement goals. So there's more of a positive achievement if you have a support system. It includes the ability to follow through with an exercise program if you have a support system. A public acknowledgement of intentions helps people follow through with their goals. So if it was announced publicly, you have a more incentive to strive for that goal. Discussing your exercise intentions will enhance your motivation. So discussing, I want to do this or that, or somebody else, saying it out loud will motivate you to actually do it. Having a team keep you accountable. So maybe your friend wants to lose weight too, I guess, and you guys decide to go walk. Maybe you guys go walk a couple times a week together or something. Just have somebody to keep you accountable. And it provides opportunity to discuss your achievements. Just telling somebody randomly that you lost so many pounds or whatever, they won't be as appreciative or see it as a significant improvement over than somebody who is doing it with you. Okay. Be ready for low motivation contexts. So these things will keep you from exercising. Okay? These are exercise killing situations or scenarios you must avoid. So, couch in front of the television. If you're on the couch or in a chair in front of the television, your exercise intentions are evaporated like a puddle in the desert. Okay? Your intentions of exercising, if you tend to exercise, if your intention is to exercise, it is best not to sit down there. Do not sit down on the couch if you expect to go exercise. Some people have a no television rule until their workout is complete. Just like when you were a kid, you couldn't watch TV until your homework was done. So same principle. Others avoid the living room or family room altogether. They don't even go into those areas until they work out. Some drive straight to the gym. I know it's COVID. I'm sure the gyms are closed. But, I don't know, drive straight to a hiking trail or something. Don't even go home. That way you cannot be tempted by the couch and the television in the first place. You just take it out of the equation. Direct your thoughts for exercise success. So these are the things you can do that will succeed in your goal. People that suffer from depression and anxiety tell themselves things that feel true but are not. We feel emotion a lot more than other people, and sometimes that emotion is exaggerated within us. It's not a choice, but it causes us to feel things that are not true sometimes. This causes them to view the world more negatively. Depressed people are pessimistic. Yes. Intervening with these thoughts is effective for treating mood and anxiety problems. So intervening, if you just try not to be in your thoughts so much. And if you use a negative label, like my exercise was lazy or lousy, then your feelings of motivation will suffer from the effects of this label. So I'm saying, like what I said earlier, you have to end on a positive note. Good self-evaluation involves noticing the good along with the bad and guiding yourself more effectively and honestly. If you know that you're working at a higher intensity level than your body can handle, then go down a level. Okay? It's no shame in it. Good self-motivation involves I already did that. Self-evaluation needs to be accurate and direct as facilitating useful change. So what can happen differently next time to make things better? Okay. Biased thinking, the influence of anxiety and depression. So these are the bad things that keep us from exercising. If you are depressed, you notice more negative things about the world. If you are anxious, you are skilled at noticing and reacting to threatening aspects of the world. That's your fight or flight response. Once anxious and depressed, I'm both of those, people tend to coach themselves in ways that maintain this disorder. We tend to do the same thing, even though it doesn't feel good. Problem-solving abilities decrease when you're in this mood, and people lose most of their buffers against stress. So even more stress you feel when you're in this state of mind. So instead of a stressful day, people start having distress-filled days. It's all horrible. This is one of the costs of depression. And these patterns help maintain depression over time. So you need to break this habit of being isolated. Similar patterns are evident for the anxiety disorder. So worries increase if you stay in this state of mind, as do expectations of catastrophic outcomes. You think the worst about everything. Thinking patterns start being dominant by what-if thoughts. We're all what-if thoughts is more like a paranoia. You're paranoid. What if this happens? What if that happens? Where all kinds of threatening outcomes are both imagined and feel true. So all of it is exaggerated. Okay, self-coaching and depression. When depressed, it will be hard for you to notice and appreciate the gains you are making with exercise. That is true. You have to get your mind right first. get on the right medications, see a therapist, and do exercise. But when you are in a depressed state, you won't see the gains like you would when you're fully focused or clear-minded. Engaging in activity and exercise at times of depression helps to protect you from falling into pits of inactivity and isolation. So, useful activities help us undo the cycle of worsening moods. So basically it's saying engage in activity. There's groups on Facebook that, like to hike or ride bikes or, I don't know, skateboard. And follow those people, maybe they get together twice a week. Go there and socialize and get out of your comfort zone. Because that comfort zone is actually not a comfort zone. It's a worsening mood zone. And we don't see it as such, but it is. Okay, this is in quotation, so apparently somebody said this. I feel busy, overwhelmed, and somewhat blue. These feelings naturally make me want to do nothing, but if I do nothing, I am alone. I am left alone with these feelings. Feelings overwhelmed and busy is the perfect feeling state for exercise. So when you're feeling overwhelmed and feeling blue, that's a perfect moment for exercise. It is exactly when exercise can help me feel very different. Improve your mood. It will help you improve your mood. And it is time to move, not to freeze up. Okay? Okay. This is a study. We had to include 2 studies, apparently. So, first study I discussed in presentation number 1. This study, participants randomly assigned to one of the following treatments. Okay, there were 4 groups. One was supervised exercise in a group setting that got together 3 times a week for 16 weeks, 10-minute warm-up, 30-minute high intensity, and 5-minute cool down. Okay? Group number 2 was a home-based exercise. Same exercises as a supervised group. So they did the same things, but they were in their home. 3, treatment with an antidepressant medication. This one, it said they received Zoloft. So they didn't do any exercise. This 3rd group only took medication. And number 4 is a placebo. And same contact with the psychiatrist as the second one, or as the 3rd one. So the 4th one gets no aid. It's a placebo. It's fake, I guess you can say. But they don't know that. 45% of the certified group, so number 1, 40% of the home-based group no longer met criteria for major depressive disorders. Suggested they had recovered. Oh, wow. So the people that did the exercises 3 times a day for 16 weeks was 45% cured. So the supervised group is 45% of them felt cured. And in the home exercise program, 40% of them felt cured. So, studies show 16% of adolescents who are not physically active develop an anxiety disorder over a 4-year period. Rates of major depression decreased from 1 out of 6 adults to only 1 out of 12 adults when exercising. All this is based off exercise. Panic attacks and anxiety disorders are 2 to 3 times higher when inactive adults, so sedentary people. panic attacks and anxiety disorders is 2 times higher. Okay, this is the last slide. What exercise does not treat? Okay. Exercise offers some terrific mood benefits, but it will work even better if you use other resources available to you, meaning a psychiatrist, right medications, and exercise. Exercise can be combined with either medication or talk therapy. Exercise can balance the focus of psychotherapy, which is more on talking, understanding, feeling, and planning. That's psychotherapy. Talking, understanding, feeling, and planning is a psychotherapy thing that you would have to practice also. Exercise can be the activity form of treatment for those who have started antidepressant and anti-anxiety medications. Yep, that can be the active form. That's what I was talking about, behavior. I forget what it's called. Anyway, exercise should not be substituted for other problem-solving efforts, such as learning how to better manage stressors or in your life. So you don't want to rely solely on exercise. Okay, I'm not saying exercise is a cure-all. Nothing is a cure-all for depression and anxiety. Okay, so you need to take your medications. You need to go and talk to somebody if it's necessary at that moment. Like me, I don't talk to a lot of people, but when I do seek help. And then you need to exercise, because it will increase the hormone in your brain that will make you feel better. So, and then I had my 2 tattoos. It says, "I shall prevail" on my one shoulder, and "I am worthy" on the other one. Well, that's it. I hope you guys liked my presentation. I hope somebody got something out of it. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.